Happy Saturday, everybody. We're just loading up the car to go do some more boat projects.
Drive all night, sail all day, chasing tides in interstate. Campfire smoke and sky so black.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Have to make a quick stop to pick up some paint.
Come along with Sylvia and the man.
And we made it. Boat's still all nice and shiny. Even though everything is covered in pollen. Shiny enough, I guess. Shinier than before. Now we're gonna work on painting the top. Not the top. We're gonna work on painting the bottom. And cleaning the top. Kurt's mowing the grass before we get working so that it doesn't look like our neighbors. That's not there anymore. But I've got an impulse buy. So, hoping this will fit on our stanchions. It was only 35 bucks, it was on sale. And then, got all of our paint and stuff. This is what we went with, it was a lot cheaper. Tide is going out, and it is low. It's a blustery day. The dock seems a little off for some reason. The ball is still out there, so that's good. I'm gonna go fix it next weekend when we take the boat out. Oh God. Dock looks a little crooked. It's not. I'm gonna walk out there. They painted this last summer and it's already chipping. Boards are all pulling apart. Jesus. Yeah. That looks real bad. Connectors for all the rest of them are doing good. That's what that's supposed to look like. These pylons look like they need some work. Cold, blustery day. Perfect day for some cleaning. Or it gets too hot and you don't want to do anything. They fixed the big broken up boat launch area. That's nice. No more potholes. Ooh, that's cold. Oh! That's what I just said.
Hold on, let me make sure it's one of the ones. You're good, dude.
Alright, so I got this area cleaned up. I definitely wanted to get all of the ashes and stuff from where the fire place got knocked over. And also from when it got knocked over, a screw was missing from here. And I found it and I put it back in there. So that's good. Good to go now. And yeah, since it's only like 51, 54 degrees out, I got it up and running again to provide us with a little warm spot to hang out and dry off so we don't freeze to death while Kurt's doing all the washing of the boat. And since we decided not to clean the deck this weekend, after all, while Kurt is doing the pressure washing and the bottom paint, I'm working on cleaning up the campsite a little bit more. But basically we don't want to clean the top of the deck yet because it's still going to get covered in pollen by next weekend. So I think whenever we come back next weekend, we will move the boat from under the pavilion to outside the pavilion, wash it all off really good on the deck, and then bring the camper in, put it where the boat goes, and then put the boat on the water. So that'll be our plans for next weekend, if all goes well. Last weekend I washed the golf cart off really good and it's covered in pollen again. So we'll clean everything next weekend when the trees are done exploding with pollen. For right now I'm gonna clean off our counter area because it's worth a wipe down. I did that side already and I cleaned our table so we could eat on it. But yeah, just some nice general cleaning up of our campsite. Okay, Kurt is done power washing the boat. Now he's taping so we don't get anti-foul where we don't want it. But yeah, that's all scraped off because of those pieces down there. When we pull it up, it scrapes along that spot on the trailer. But anyway, more anti-foul all along here. You can see a few layers where the red used to be. That was an anti-foul layer. And where the darker blue was. And then this is our light blue anti-foul. And we just went with light blue again. So Kurt's gonna do that in bigger parts, and I'm gonna do the smaller, hard to reach areas with the brush. So wish us luck. Would have been nice if
West Marine.
West Marine.
That's how you did the script.
How did you know I was trying to think of that name?
I knew you were going to remember it, actually, when we started talking.
It would have been nice if West Marine would have had a paint mixer because all of the thick stuff is way down there at the bottom. So Kurt has to diligently mix it all up by hand. We don't have a power adapter mixer thing for a drill, so good job, mixer. It's a nice blue color. It's going to be different than the current blue color, so it'll be easy to tell if we miss a spot. Alright, we're looking good here. Kurt's painting with the big brush roller, and I am painting the little hard to get places with a paintbrush. So right there will be one. And then while he's doing that, I'm kind of adding another layer, or first layer, where it was really pitted and missing. So I've been putting paint on that. Then he comes back with a big brush, with a big roller, and rolls on a lot more paint. One thing to keep in mind while you're using this paint is that it's extremely sticky and fast drying, so you want to wear gloves. And then just make sure the gloves don't have a hole in it, or you'll have purple smurf fingers. Anyway. And I don't know how I'm going to get the stuff off. It's on there pretty good. Okay, so a little emergency, the paint roller itself actually broke. So I had to leave the campground to come and get new paint rollers so Kurt can finish painting the bottom of the boat. And And luckily Dollar General had some, so I didn't have to go 30 minutes out of the way to Lowe's or Walmart. So Dollar General's 5 minutes away, which is really nice. Alright, so we have this side pretty well done. We only have no more paint left. A very small amount of paint left, and we still have all of this to do.
It didn't really help that I left like the hardest spot for me too. To be last, more or less.
Yeah, the underside on the port side. Yeah.
So yeah, that was just getting dirty and kind of did it with a broken roller.
Yeah. So the roller's fixed and now it won't spin. It'll stay in one spot as Kurt tries to get underneath here. That was the broken one. To finish doing the whole bottom.
Yeah, I'll touch that other one.
It's a lot of work. Okay, boat is done. Bottom anti-fouling paint is on. It has been buffed, polished, and waxed. Then the top part will be cleaned next weekend. So all of the painting and the scrubbing and the hard stuff is done as far as this goes. Kurt said I should have taken the video from this angle so that the water line looks all nice and white and clean instead of the worst angle where it's all like gross and grubby. But we're gonna clean that too. We're gonna clean under the seat there. We got a lot of white parts cleaning to do next. All locked up and ready to go back home. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching. If you did watch the whole thing, like and subscribe, and I will see you next weekend. Well, it's the following weekend, and I should be showing you footage of us cleaning the boat. Top deck there. Really getting a good job. And taking the camper and switching it out with the boat, putting the boat in the water. But instead, we are working on this project. We have to fence in our yard. So 24-foot stretch of fence needs to be installed because we have a crazy dog now. And the reason why we're not technically working on the boat this weekend is because both of us are going to be away for the next week, and we won't be able to go to the boat anyway for the following weekend either because of our work trips and prior engagements. And since we're having somebody come and babysit the dog, we wanted to make sure she wouldn't run away when they went to let her outside use the bathroom, because she does like to chase the rabbits in our yard, and unfortunately there are a lot of them. So once I get back from my mini work adventure, then we'll move the camper and the boat, and we will be on the water for the next video. Okay, we are on the last pole here. I'm gonna put it right next to the shed. We have that one ready for the gate. We are using this old laundry pole. It was used to be used for a laundry line. We have a few of them. We got rid of one of them and buried it in the yard. But we're gonna try to reuse that. And then the rest of this gate, our fence is going to be installed from here to there. Kurt has said that I put this pole too far forward. of where it needed to be. So see, it lines up with that fence, but it doesn't line up with that fence post, but it doesn't line up with the pole that was already there. My bad.
Yes, it is your bad.
Last hole. No, I said last hole. Although the other one fits too. Kurt's hard at work. My arms got tired. But I'll help put the mesh material on next. Alright, we've got the mesh laid out. We're not going to stretch it because we don't have one of those stretcher things. But anyway, all of our posts are dug and waiting for the concrete to set. And we actually had this big long top piece from, I don't know, forever. And we were thinking about throwing it away, and then it's actually been like along the back side of the garage, and we figured we would never actually use it. But look at us, we're gonna use it. It should be long enough, almost exactly, to fit the distance that we need. So we have to cut it into 2 spaces. This length is about 11 feet, and then that length is about 10 feet. So yeah, should work. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so we can't get this fence built soon enough because this little one keeps running off into the alley. Yeah, it's because of you not listening that we have to build this fence. Are you done with your? Are you starting?
Yeah, I've started.
Have you recorded?
I have.
All right, so we came in for some lunch, and now we found that the pizza box is a fun little game. Do I look like a pizza chef?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, the fence is installed. Thanks, Clover. She has tested it out. And she can't get through the gate, which is good because it's a little extra spacey here, but she can't get through it. She can, however, get through over there. And she can get through over here. So we need to put up something so she can't get through until she gets a little bit bigger. And then it'll be the fence that'll work for keeping her in. So thanks for watching. See you next weekend.
smoke and sky so black. Come along.